David Grusch threw the extraterrestrial cat amongst the pigeons, claiming the U.S. had not just recovered, but reverse-engineered crashed alien spacecraft. Talk about opening a Pandora's box. Critics were quick to raise an eyebrow, questioning Grusch's credibility. I mean, who wouldn't when there's no physical evidence to back such mind-boggling claims? It seemed like Grusch and his UFO stories were about to quietly fade into the background. But hold on, because out of nowhere, high-ranking intelligence officials, former intelligence gurus, and individuals deep in the U.S. government's UAP efforts confirmed that Grusch's core claims were not just wild tales. The final nail in the skepticism coffin came from Michael Shellenberger's bombshell news report. Defense contractors spilled the beans, admitting to studying not one or two, but a whopping dozen or more recovered UFOs. Enter Michael Shellenberger, the investigative journalist extraordinaire, dropping truth bombs left and right. He reported that a mind-blowing 30 non-human craft have been recovered by intelligence officials. That's right, folks, 30. And this isn't some tabloid gossip. Shellenberger's sources include the big guns, high-ranking intelligence officers, former intel maestros, and those directly involved in the U.S. government's UAP study programs for decades. Now, here's where it gets even spicier. These insiders, armed with credible and verifiable evidence, claim that the U.S. government and military contractors are currently sitting on at least 12 or more alien spacecraft. But when Congress approached the all-knowing, all-domain anomaly resolution office to verify Grusch's claims, they got a big fat, "Sorry, we got nothing." Why the hush-hush, you ask? Are they playing poker with the truth, or is there something more clandestine at play? And here's the million-dollar question. Why did the all-domain anomaly resolution office play hard to get when Congress came knocking? Do they lack the authority to verify Grusch's jaw-dropping claims, or are they strategically choosing to keep the lid on this extraterrestrial Pandora's box? When a news channel approached Shellenberger to spill the extraterrestrial tea, he confessed he was just as shocked as the rest of us. The mystery surrounding UFOs and extraterrestrials has been a hot topic for ages, captivating human minds and igniting our collective imagination. But how did we get here? Why do we insist that we're not alone, despite our government's long-standing denial? Well, my fellow Earthlings, it turns out that every once in a while, someone spots something in the skies that's so jaw-droppingly extraordinary that it reignites our fascination with extraterrestrials visiting our little blue planet. Not to mention the countless folks who claim to have seen and interacted with aliens, further solidifying the theory that we might have some intergalactic neighbors. Yet despite these countless sightings and personal encounters, the U.S. government and mainstream scientific community have consistently dismissed these claims, opting for the safe and secretive path. Every time someone dared to speak up for UFO sightings and extraterrestrial existence, their credibility was put on trial and their voices were hushed. It's almost like there's a cosmic conspiracy to keep the truth under wraps. So, let's start with the burning questions on everyone's mind. Why is the U.S. government playing peekaboo with UFO sightings? What's with all the classified information and data on UFOs kept under lock and key? And seriously, what's the government hiding behind closed doors? Well, it looks like the truth is itching to break free, and the Pentagon might not be able to keep it under wraps for much longer. Last year, whistleblowers stepped into the spotlight, shedding light on a tangled web of lies that the U.S. government had spun for years. David Grusch, a former Air Force intelligence officer, spilled the extraterrestrial beans, claiming the government had non-human crafts and biologics, reverse engineering them for defense. Oh, and did we mention there was zero congressional oversight? Shocking, right? Of course, the Pentagon did what it does best, dismissed Grusch as a fabricator, insisting they'd never dabbled in alien spacecraft or biologics. But here's the twist. Other government officials, yes, high-ranking ones, stepped forward with damning evidence supporting Grusch's claims. It's like a sci-fi movie unfolding in real life. Now enter the man of the hour, Michael Shellenberger. When asked about the intel he got from government sources, he admitted it was so mind-blowing, he had to hold back some details from his report. The conversation had evolved beyond just UFO videos. It was becoming a movement. More and more people were buying into the idea that the government was sitting on non-human spacecraft. But here's the tricky part. How do you differentiate between a human and a non-human craft? Is it the alien materials or the construction methods? It's a cosmic puzzle. And get this, a major aerospace company tried to bring in civilian scientists and engineers to help reverse engineer the UFOs. Innovation, right? But guess what? The Pentagon shut down the idea because, well, secrets are apparently more important than progress. According to Shellenberger's sources, these crafts are real physical objects, not some mass hallucination as the Pentagon suggests. They're chilling in specific military bases and contractor facilities. Want evidence? Congress, all you gotta do is roll up to one of these bases and take a peek. It's that simple, or is it? Now, imagine stumbling upon the wreckage of a crashed UFO. Thrilling, right? But what about the pilots? Did they turn into stardust upon impact, or are they sipping cosmic coffee in some undisclosed military facility? It's a question that keeps us on the edge of our seats. So, let's talk Shellenberger. He spilled the extraterrestrial tea, revealing that he got reports from multiple credible sources about crashed UFOs. But here's the kicker. Only one of those sources confirmed the existence of non-human biologics in the hands of the US government. Hold on, why didn't he spill all the beans? Well, according to Shellenberger, relying on just one source felt a bit like putting all your intergalactic eggs in one basket. But that's not all. Shellenberger had a strategy. He wanted to establish a solid case for the presence of UFO crafts in government possession first. Tossing in the fact that they also had non-human biologics would have been like a cosmic mic drop, and he didn't want to blow our collective minds all at once. Because let's face it, wrapping our heads around the UFO evidence was already a challenge. All these government insiders dishing out UFO secrets are scared stiff. Why, you ask? Well, it's all about security clearance. They're clinging to it like it's the last spaceship out of town. They've seen what happened to the likes of David Grusch, and the fear of losing that precious clearance has them zipping their lips faster than you can say UFO. And it's not just Uncle Sam playing hide-and-seek with UFO info. There's a heavyweight competition going on. Picture this: the US, China, and Russia engaged in an extraterrestrial tech tango, each trying to outdo the other in developing and reverse engineering these cosmic wonders. Surprised? Well, you shouldn't be. The US has been in a space race with Russia forever, and China is just sliding into the intergalactic dance floor to show it's got some moves too. Now the big question, who's gonna snag the trophy in this space race? Will Uncle Sam hold on to its extraterrestrial crown, or will Russia or China swoop in for an interstellar victory? It's like a sci-fi showdown of epic proportions. So, who's your bet on? In the race for UFO domination, one thing's for sure, the stakes are higher than ever. Shellenberger's revelations are just the tip of the cosmic iceberg, and who knows what other mind-bending secrets are floating in the intergalactic abyss. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you enjoyed the content and found it helpful, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos.